I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. Woo!
Hi everyone, I'm Beth Torrey, Unite Coordinator, and I am here with
Justin, Savannah, Charlotte.
And what are we going to do today?
We're going to do a body prayer. And a body prayer is something you not just say it, you use your arms and hands too.
Excellent. Okay, good. So we're going to do our body prayer 2 times. So the first time you can watch to get the words and the moves, and then the second time you can do it with us. And we're going to start out with 3 breaths, which Savannah's going to help us count our breaths for us. Okay, here we go. God, you are above, below, inside, and all around. We worship you, we give our life to you, and we love you with all that we are. Amen. Very good, everyone. Okay, let's do it one more time, and you can get up and do it with us. Okay, let's start with our 3 breaths. God, you are above, below, inside, and all around. You worship you, we give our life to you, and I love you with all that I am. Amen. Great job, everyone. Okay, we hope you enjoyed our body prayer today.
Bye! We love you and we miss you.
Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's crying, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's crying, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's crying, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's singing, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's singing, my Lord, kumbaya. Someone's singing, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya.
Hi everybody, I'm Pastor Susie, Children and Family Ministries at Birmingham First. Thank you for worshiping with us today. We are talking about the fruit of God's Spirit, the good things that come from us when we love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. This week we're talking about joy. That's that awesome feeling we get when we're happy and thankful and living the way that God has designed for us to live. I want to tell you a story about a father who felt joy because of his son. Jesus said there was a man who had 2 sons, The younger son said to his father, "Give me now the part of your property that I'm supposed to receive someday." So the father divided his wealth between his two sons. A few days later, the younger son gathered up all that he had and left home. He traveled far away to another country, and there he wasted his money by spending it foolishly. After he spent everything he had, there was a terrible famine. That means that there was very little food for people to eat. The son was hungry and he needed money, so he went and got a job with one of the people who lived there. The man sent him into the field to feed his pigs. The son was so hungry that he wanted to eat the food the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. The son realized that he had been very foolish. He thought, "All of my father's hired workers have plenty of food, but here I am, almost dead because I have nothing to eat. I will leave and go back to my father. I will say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against God and have done wrong to you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son, but let me be like one of your hired workers.'" So he left and he went back to his father. Now, while this son was still a long way off, the father saw him coming and felt sorry for him. So he ran to him and he hugged his son and he kissed him. And the son told his dad that he was sorry and wanted to be one of his hired workers. But the father said to his other workers, "Hurry, bring the best clothes and put them on my son. Also put a ring on his finger and good sandals on his feet. Let's have a party and celebrate with plenty to eat. My son was lost, but now he is found." So they began to have a party, and the father felt pure joy. I love this story because the son thought that he had done something so bad that his dad wouldn't love him anymore. But instead of being mad, the dad was filled with joy just to have his son back home again. Sometimes we might worry that if we do something wrong, God won't love us anymore. But that's not how God is. God loves us and is always filled with joy when we say that we're sorry for moving away from God. And when we come back to God, God brings us back with Him. Knowing God always loves us, no matter what, ought to give us great joy. It does for me. I hope it does for you. If we concentrate on that joy, instead of all the other things in the world that distract us from God, what a great life we could really live. I hope you'll talk with each other this week about what it is that gives you great joy, and remind each other every day to focus on joy and stay close to God. We have a memory verse today. It comes from Psalm chapter 66, verse 1. And Psalm is in the Old Testament. So you'll find that almost right in the very middle of the Bible. And here's what it says. It says, "Shout for joy to God, all the earth." Can you say that with me? All right, here we go. Ready? Psalm 66, 1. "Shout for joy to God, all the earth." Wow, great job. You have given me joy today by saying that scripture with me. So thank you so much for the joy. Now, before we are done with worship today, let's sing one more song together.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you